Alright, it's only Thursday, but now I have an idea for what part of my video is going to be. Look at how deep this hole is that they scratched out. You're talking about 6 inches probably deep. That is all compost, man. That has been just all the grass clippings, the leaves, the straw, them pooping, tilling it in. We are going to extract a bunch of this and put it in one of the compost bins to finish composting in there, and then we're going to refill this up with all kinds of good stuff. So anyway, that'll be happening this weekend. What's up, everyone? Rich at Rivera Urban Homestead. It is Saturday, July 31st. It's about 10 in the morning, and today we are going to be working compost. That's right. We are going to be digging out compost from the chicken run compost. We're going to be taking the finished compost out of one of the bins, putting that into a separate bin so we can add this compost to that bin. So it's going to be a lot of swapping, a lot of working, and then we're going to get a bale of straw. We're going to mow out front. We're going to reincorporate stuff back into the chicken run so that it can start composting again. So an exciting day when it comes to compost. Okay, so the first thing we got to do is we got to get the finished compost out of this bin because we're going to need it to start filling it up with new compost. Come take a look at the finished product. Alright, so that's the finished compost in this bin. Really beautiful looking stuff. It looks awesome. You squeeze it, but it breaks right apart. Look at that. That is awesome. Anyway, we're going to dig this out because we're going to be using this in the raised bed to get it ready for the fall planting, but that's later. Let's work on the compost first. Alright, so this is a fairly good yield out of that one big bin. How long did it take us? Maybe 6 months or so? I don't know, 7 months? Look at this. Beautiful. And the exciting thing about this bin now is we're going to go to the chicken run compost system, dig out a bunch of that. It is not completely broken down all the way, so we'll put it in here. We'll mix it with grass and straw, food scraps, and just let it keep rolling. We'll get this one rolling because this one is filling up nicely and it's looking really good as well. Okay, next thing we're doing is getting in the chicken run, and we're going to dig out some of that bedding that's been outside. We do the straw, we do the grass clippings, we do leaves, and they just mix it up. They till it, they poop in it, we scoop it out, we'll finish it off in that one bin. So let's see how much we can collect. Oh yeah, this is by far one of the easiest ways to make compost because all you're doing is throwing your grass clippings in here, maybe some bale of straw every once in a while, leaves or something. That's it. They do the rest. Then you get stuff like this. Crumbly. Look at that. That's beautiful. And enriched with chicken manure. I'm going to start digging some of this out. I'm just filling these up and walking them over there to put in the big bin. Actually, you know what? The big bin has wheels. Wait a minute. Hold that thought. Heck yeah, just bring the compost bin right to the run. That is awesome. Alright, let me dig it out. Alright, so I filled it up pretty much about halfway. I'm going to leave it like that because, like I said, I want to add grass clippings. I want to add some straw. And then I still want to be able to add food scraps to it for a while too, while it breaks down. So there's still a ton of compost in here. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to kind of stir it up, fluff it up some. It's kind of compact right now because I want to add, again, the straw and the grass clippings to it. So we're going to just go in here with the pitchfork and just stir it up. Alright, got it all tilled up again now. They're dying to get in. I blocked them out so I could leave the door open. So let me let them in. A little harder coming back. Okay, so let's be honest, that sucked getting it back over there full like that. Whew, those wheels are good, but well, I got roots and everything else growing out of this ground, so it was kind of a pain in the butt. But anyway, it's back there. So for right now, the next step would be to go get my bale of straw at Tractor Supply and mow and start filling that back in. So the dogs are all talking, saying hi to each other today. Oh, now they stopped. Anyway, so I'm gonna go get the bale of straw. I'm gonna come back. Would you stop? But I have a lot to mow, so we'll get that done too. I mean, do I have enough purple flowers out here or what? Look at this. Holy cow. Tons of purple flowers. Okay, so now that I took out everything that I need for this time around, I stirred it all up. Now we need to add more material to it. So I'm going to take the straw out of there, dump it in there, and then we're going to mow the front and put all the bagged grass clippings in there as well. I think one thing I should think about doing is getting a pitchfork, but cutting the handle down, because this is so long and I have such a little space in there, it's hard to turn around with this big old handle. I might have to cut this thing in half and have a mini one. And of course, the natural tillers that they are come right in to start working. You work that in, I'm gonna go mow the grass and get y'all some nice greens in here. Oh yeah, everyone's coming to join the party. Oh yeah, the yard is very hairy already, so we're gonna get this all mowed and get it back into the compost system. Oh, beautiful. There you go. The grass is all nice and mowed. All that good material went right into the compost bins and the chicken run. I love when I mow. It looks beautiful. All right, so there we go. We topped off both of these. Nice little layer of grass clippings in here. Nice one in here on top of that chicken run compost already breaking down. And as you can see, the grass, it has leaves, it has dead brown in there, dead grass, so it's a perfect mixture naturally. So we'll just water them down and we're rolling, guys. We are rolling. And of course now they have tons of straw. Why you gotta be so loud? Tons of straw, 4 bags of grass clippings, again with leaves and everything, so they'll start mixing this in and it'll become our future compost. Just don't stop, do you? Nope. Do not stop. You don't start copying. Don't be a copy chicken. I'm also going to make some compost tea, so let me grab a scoop of this and we'll go put it in the 5-gallon bucket. I already had the water sitting out for over 24 hours. Nice, we'll water that into the peppers tomorrow. One thing I have to do tonight is come in here and wash off aphids from the bottom of my pepper plants. They are all over the place. All over. But there's also a lot of ladybugs too. Alright, so we got some good compost work done. We're really starting to get this stuff rolling, so that's nice. We got finished compost. We got compost that is pretty dang close to being finished, and then we got now the chicken run compost starting to finish up. It's going to take some time, but I tell you what, we keep doing this composting, getting it into the raised beds. I think in about another season or two, we're going to really start seeing a difference. So I know it's taken a long time for me. I'm still not getting great production out of the raised beds a lot. Well, having to take them apart because of the city work didn't help, but We're going to get them back up in par. We're going to get them back rolling. That one that we did the square foot garden in last year, we're going to reuse that this fall. And we're going to use that other one too, maybe for some like cabbage or broccoli or something like that. But we're going to fill that up with the compost. We're going to put some more organic fertilizer, granular slow release in there, maybe some blood meal. I do have some azomite rock dust, so we're going to add some rock dust into that bed. Then we're just going to cover it with cardboard, and we're going to let it sit there until it's time to get planting in the fall, around December. So that's what we're going to be working on tomorrow, guys, Sunday. We're going to get that raised bed. We're going to get it set up. We're going to weed it. We're going to kind of loosen the soil a little. We're going to add some compost and amendments. We're going to cover it with cardboard. Well, we're going to wet it down, cover it with cardboard, and just let it sit there. And then when fall comes, like I said, December-ish, we'll pull that stuff off and we'll get to planting in that raised bed. Alright, so earlier when I got done doing the compost work, I'm sitting around, it's like only 2:30, maybe it was almost 3 o'clock, and I'm like, I gotta find something else to do. One thing I've been wanting to do is get rid of this shed right here. I don't want that shed there because I want to do a nice hardscape ground over here, and I want that to be my outdoor kitchen area. So, this is what I've been working on. I'm planning on getting that out of here and putting it over here. So I had some pallets already on the side of the house. I had one piece of little plywood here. It's a little windy, hope you can hear me. So what I did is started the floor, and that's going to be way bigger than the shed itself, but that's okay. We're going to get another piece of plywood to fill in the 2 outside areas, and then we're going to just set that shed right there, right behind the chicken coop. And that'll start freeing up this area to start redecorating it, getting it ready for my little outdoor kitchen thing I want to make. It's all going to be homemade. It's not going to be like I'm spending a bunch of money. I'll be using probably pallets to build maybe furniture, tables, something like that. I got a lot of pallets at work I can just take. So I was about to go to Lowe's, but then I was like, let me look around one more time, and sure enough, look, I found pieces. That's a scrap piece, that's a scrap piece, and this is a long piece that was in my garage. So look at that. I had enough wood around here to make the flooring. Alright guys, so here's the deal. It's Sunday, August 1st. I kind of messed up on my timing. I got a little sidetracked this morning. I got up early. I was planning on getting that raised bed weeded, getting it amended, getting it covered, waiting for the fall garden like we talked about. And so I got distracted watching the Olympic men's volleyball, US versus Argentina. We didn't make it, but whatever. Now it's like 12:30. It's already like 90 degrees out, and now we got to go out front and weed that raised bed. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to get out there and I'm going to weed. Let me show you how it looks. Yeah, it is not the prettiest. This is going to take a while. And that sun is beaming down on me, as you can tell, right into the bed. Next thing I'm going to do is take all the string off. I don't need it on there right now, and it's very easy to put back up. It's only tacked in right there, and the rest of it is just kind of twisted onto nails. Now it's time to just till up at least the first 4 inches of it. I got this little hand tiller here. Just kind of scuff up the surface. Okay, so now I'm just going to amend it. I'm going to put a few handfuls, I'm not even weighing it out, but just some organic granular fertilizer, slow release. Give it some more nitrogen with some bone meal. I might have said bone meal for the nitrogen. This is blood meal. Sorry. Here's the bone meal for some more potassium phosphorus. Do it downwind. Now I went to Lowe's to get a big bag of peat moss and they were out. I really wanted to add more peat moss because I don't think it's holding on to water as good as it could be. So I really wanted to do more peat moss, but they didn't have any. And I'm gonna do just a hint of garden lime. I don't think it's too acidic, but I just want to add a little bit. Next thing we're adding is the azomite rock dust, just trace minerals and stuff. I still have a little bag of this organic soil builder with ecto and endo mycorrhiza. So we're just going to dump that in. I have 2 bags of black cow manure we're going to dump in, and then our whole container of what's left of our compost. Okay, now I'm going to mix it all in again and then put on our compost.
Goodbye. Bye.
Holy crap, and that's why I should have did it in the morning. I am soaked. Look at this. Hands of a gardener, right? Dirty. I'm gonna level it out with my hard rake. Let me wash up and we'll put cardboard over it. The last thing I'm going to put on top of it before I cardboard it over is the bagged leaves that I have that have been composting for a while. Let me go grab them. That's going to add a lot of composting bugs and material to get in there. Some organic material. I mean, that doesn't even look like leaves. It's all compost already. Let's get some down there. What's up, man? Let's just ran through the car. All right. Yet again, another sweaty day. Holy cow, it's hot out. Oh my God. But anyway, oh wait, did I even show you what it looks like at the end? I have not. Let's go over there real quick. I'm ready to get done, start editing and get in front of the fan. Hold on a second, let's look. So as you saw, I get big pieces of cardboard in at work. And you know, it just goes in the recycle bin and the trash bin. So I brought these big pieces home. They fit pretty much perfectly. Throw a couple of pallets on there to keep it all down, and that's it. We're just gonna let it sit, guys. We're gonna let it rest. It's gonna stay moist under there. When the rains come, it'll go right through that cardboard. It may attract worms because worms love cardboard and the leaves that we put on top. So I think this fall this bed is going to be ready to rock and roll. But for now, it's going to sit here protected from the sun for a couple of months. But for now, I'm going to get in front of that fan right behind me. I'm going to drink a beer and I'm going to edit this video so you'll see it in a little bit, guys. Hey, get some people to subscribe. My subscription is way down. I'm trying to at least get to 4,000. Let's go. Help me out here. We'll talk to y'all later.